everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is part 2 of our experimenting. If you saw my last video, you saw that I had a chance to spend a couple days with my dad again, and we did a few experiments. So the first one was to see which gold produced the most cells with different pouring mediums. And so what we found is that the DecoArt 24 karat gold did produce the most cells, but when combined with Floetrol. So now what our second part of this experiment is, we are going to take and figure out what percentage of medium to Floetrol would be needed for different effects. And we got some interesting results. So I'm going to let you watch the video real quick, show you the process of what we did, and then I'll bring you down. And as you will notice, in the previous experiment, we used blue painter's tape. I think it was like a 3M painter's tape that we used. And when we took off the tape, it bled through pretty good, but we took it off when it was still relatively wet. It wasn't quite, we had let it dry for a couple hours. Now with this experiment, we used green frog tape. So we also again waited probably 2 or 3 hours and then pulled the tape off. And the only, like with the golden pouring medium, it didn't bleed through at all. I mean, you get a very clean removal, whereas with the Liquitex, you can see I got some bleeding here, as well as that blue painter's tape. It bled through on all of them. So the golden pouring medium, actually this is the color pouring medium, which I don't have. My dad has that at his house. So I don't have the actual jug, but it's the golden's color pouring medium. So, and then that is what this one is over here. So we did golden color pouring medium on this one. We did golden's gloss medium. And actually this one was in gloss, so just so you know that. And we have Liquitex gloss medium and varnish, which is now just their gloss medium. So that's what we did as our pouring mediums here. I mean, there's a million other pouring mediums, but those are the ones I had on hand, and so those were the ones we experimented with. So Floetrol in these mediums is the experiment. And we also were experimenting too with the tape. At what point would it be safe to take the tape off if we were doing abstract art and wanted to do kind of multiple mixed medias, if we wanted to tape off certain areas? At what point would it be okay to take off the tape, and what tape would be best to use? So you'll find all the results to that in this experiment. So I am going to let you see the video, and then I am going to show you the results a little closer for each one of them after that's over with. Thanks for joining me again today, guys. Really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, all those good things to this. If you know someone who might benefit from this experiment, share it with them, please. I know it really opened my eyes to a few things. So all right, well, without further ado, I'm going to let you guys take a look at the video, and I'll see you again in a few minutes. So just a little bit of an explanation here on the flooding of the canvases. I used the Artist Loft in black and the Flow acrylics, and I mixed that with the pouring medium that I am testing with each percentage of Floetrol. So that specifically canvas right there is the Liquitex canvas. So that Artist Loft black is mixed with Liquitex gloss medium at a 1:4 ratio. So just so you know that, the middle canvas is mixed with, the black is mixed with the golden pouring medium, or golden gloss medium. And the far left one is mixed with the golden color pouring medium. And you can hear my little puppy ringing his bell in the background as usual. Okay, so the canvases here are flooded. Now that's the DecoArt 24 karat gold mixed with 80% Floetrol, 20% Liquitex gloss medium. Now that section was the 60% Floetrol, 40% gloss medium. And the bottom is 40% Floetrol, 60% Liquitex gloss medium. Now the next canvas is going to be the 80% Floetrol, 20% golden gloss medium. Now that is the 60% Floetrol, 40% golden gloss medium. And now this is the bottom is 40% Floetrol, 60% golden gloss medium. And this one is the 80% Floetrol, 20% color pouring medium. That next one is the 60% Floetrol, 20% golden color pouring medium. And the bottom is the 40% Floetrol, 60% gloss medium, or color pouring medium in gloss. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I'm going to do the swiping here, and then I'll be back to you with the results. Okay, so here's the results of the experiment. You can see that the far left quadrant is the Liquitex, or the far left canvas is the Liquitex gloss medium and varnish, which is now just the gloss medium. The middle is the golden gloss medium, and then the far right is the golden color pouring medium and gloss. So what we did is we swiped with the 24 karat gold, and then each quadrant you see the different percentages of that pouring medium to Floetrol. Okay, so here is a close-up of the Liquitex gloss medium and varnish mixed with the Floetrol, different percentages. The effects are very different and super interesting. So we can see that in the upper left hand corner there's an 80% Floetrol and 20% of the Liquitex gloss medium and varnish. So again, that makes a little bit more cells because of the Floetrol. We go to that next one over, that is the 60% Floetrol, 40% pouring medium, and there's a few cells, but not as much as that left-hand quadrant. And then the bottom, we see the 40% Floetrol, 60% pouring medium, and you get a very small amount of cells. Saw a few here and there, and they may be just air bubbles, to be honest, that were popped, but different effects. It's just with the higher concentration of the pouring medium, you get much less cells compared to the lower concentration of pouring medium to Floetrol. Okay, so this is the results of the golden gloss medium, and I'm not gonna lie, this was my favorite reaction with the Floetrol. I just absolutely love in each quadrant the different effects that were made. So in that far left corner, there is an 80% Floetrol and 20% of the gloss medium. The next one over to the right of that is the 60% Floetrol, 40% pouring medium of the golden gloss medium. And then the bottom is 40% Floetrol, 60% of the pouring medium. So I think it's really interesting the different effects with each of these pouring mediums concentrations. In that far upper left hand quadrant, we see that it's the color of the gold is a little more muted, which I thought was really interesting. And the cells are bigger. And then when you move to the 60% Floetrol, 40% pouring medium, you see that the color of the gold becomes a little more vibrant. The cells aren't quite so big and spread out. You get a little more definition between each of the cells, which I thought was interesting. And then when you look at the bottom of this, so this was my favorite. This was the 40% Floetrol and 60% of the gloss medium by Golden. Now, this one is so pretty. The vibrancy of the gold is really beautiful. The effects that it causes of, you really see a delineation between the cells and that black paint. So I think that's pretty cool. And then the cells themselves stayed a little bit smaller, which I kind of like that, that look. So in my opinion, I like that bottom the best, but that's just my opinion, of course. So then now I'm going to move on to the color pouring medium. Okay, so this is the golden color pouring medium in gloss. And I thought this was really interesting because I kind of expected there to be more cells, but it was still really, really beautiful, the effects of this one. So in that upper right hand or upper left hand quadrant, we have the 80% Floetrol, 20% of the golden color pouring medium in gloss. The upper right hand quadrant is 60% Floetrol, 40% pouring medium, and that bottom is the 40% Floetrol, 60% in the color pouring medium in gloss. So we can see in that upper left hand corner, again, the color, because of the Floetrol, I think is a little bit less vibrant of that gold. You got some bigger cells happening. And then when you move over to that right hand quadrant, you get kind of that chain look, which I think is really, really pretty. A little bit smaller cells, but still really beautiful. And then that bottom again is just super vibrant, that gold. with the less concentration of Floetrol, higher concentration of the pouring medium. Again, not many cells, which these color pouring mediums and the gloss medium are not known to make cells. So it does make sense that there wouldn't be many, but I thought this was an interesting experiment. I think the fact that we got to see how all the different pouring mediums kind of reacted with the Floetrol and the cell action that it made, I thought it was really interesting, and I really loved doing it. So I hope this helps any of you out there. If so, please share it and subscribe to the channel so that I can continue making these experiments and doing some more beautiful paintings. So thanks again for joining me. Have a good one, guys.